Hey guys, it's Reese. In this video, I want to go over my new team with all the players I have. I know you've seen some of them before, so I'm gonna keep going until it's a new one. Kiermaier's new, got him like 2-3 days ago. Now, if you're wondering, the difference between regular players and prime players is that for leveling them up, for like a regular player to silver level 1 is 40 gold, whereas a prime player to silver level 1 it's 120 gold, and getting them to gold level 1 for a regular player is 100 gold in the game. And ways to get gold is the always changing events every weekend. The Friday through Sunday one is the biggest gold payout. You get 300 gold. If you save all your gold, you'll probably have about 1,000 gold from all the events combined in total. The way you get Prime XP and regular XP is through gifts or club versus club events, or the changing club events like Monday's Walk-Off Hero, Tuesdays either bonus games or sometimes multi-event. Wednesdays either Royale or multi-event. Thursdays a um, bonus game event normally. If not, then it's another multi-event thing. Friday through Sundays normally either a multi-event or a Royale event, and what that means is that sometimes to get all the prizes, there's 6 tier prizes for all of the events, and normally it's either 25 million, but if it's not, it's either 30 million or they change it up to 500 million. So yeah, sorry I'm getting a lot of random notifications right now. There's my newest player I got today. He's actually on both of my teams now. If you go to collections and go to sets, these sets will also let you know what players are helpful. And then you go to teams. If you go to milestones, it'll tell you that you collection completion doesn't really mean anything, because it's like you can go over 100%. It's like if you get every single player of every single team, you would pretty much have all the milestones completed. But that's very unlikely for that to ever happen, but there is a slim possibility that could happen, but that means you would have to have every single player collected. So yeah. And you can't trade them in, sadly, either. That's the sad part. Although I'm not sure, because I guess if you trade players away, your completion thing goes down a bit. So yeah, that's another way of getting gold for player boxes or leveling up your players. Another way to get gold is the gold home run battle, and home run battles are I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Is you can choose any of your hitters, even the substitute ones, and more often than not, people tend to do the cash battle one, which means if you win, you get 8,500 blue cash and 50 gloves. I believe so. Yeah. Yeah, you pretty much get gloves with all the battles, even the gold battle. But the thing is, though, you only get 80 more gold if you win the gold battle. So yeah. Next up is what game day means is it lets you choose your uniforms, your strategy for like how you want the game events to go for like all the game types except for Waka. Well, actually, even probably including Walk-Off Hero. Because if you go to strategy, it lets you choose your strategy for like bonus games, prime games, etc. Batting order is pretty much like what order you want your hitters to be playing in. Ballpark, it lets you choose what ballpark you want to have. So yeah. Now another thing that people are really getting confused about is this club rally thing. They're like, what in the world is this? Well, if you see this thing saying no active events at this time, luckily I am very special that I got re-promoted to assistant manager, so it's like if I wanted to click launch on this one and see how many club tickets I have, I click launch, but before I click launch, I can also view the rewards. Now, these club rally medals are really important because the more of those you get, at the end of the season, if you're lucky enough, you could get one of these two players, and if you get more of those rally club medals, you could get him on your team and him on your team. You could get Bassett or Hyun-Jun Ryu on your team, Chris Bassett or Hyun-Jun Ryu on your team. Now you want this player, the 341, but if you're new to this game, you probably want to try for a chance of getting both of them on your team. Now the only way you can do that is if you go to store, go to mystery boxes, ignore all the normal player boxes or player of the week or players of the month one. You want to go down here, and these are the two helpful players that will help you get more points for Club Rally Season event. However, this is 500 gold, so it's pretty much the same price as the Better Odds box for the Friday boxes. So is the Players of the Month box. Players of the Week means like within 1 or 2 weeks after the box shows up, those two players get downgraded to their not high rating. It says after June 14th, 320. Whereas for these two boxes, if you get a Prime or any player, their ratings stay the same. And same for these boxes too. Sorry. Knows what's bothering me a bit? Then there's also season mode, which is not a form of bonus games. This is where you get special rewards. If you win the finals, which I sadly was not able to, I ended up losing, sadly. I would have gotten 5,000 Prime XP, penance, and 15 Evo tokens. Then it's less penance and stuff. And then for all the games you play, you get 3 daily Dinger tickets. Now, what Dinger tickets are is, go back to Home Run Battle. Dinger, you don't want to do the buy options, the $1 or $10 ones, because you always get Dinger tickets at 6 p.m. or if you're lucky enough, they'll show up in player shop and it'll say 6 Dinger tickets for 32,000 blue cash, and that is this thing up here, the blue cash. Now this fan rewards box, this is a special box because they change them pretty much when it's a different event. And normally, there would have been a third prize in here, but now it's like you have a 50-50 chance for 1,000 penance or this player. Now it's not going to be this player all the time. It could be a second baseman or a third baseman or a first baseman or even a pitcher for all I know. More often than not, it's probably not going to be a pitcher just because they never feature pitchers in fan rewards boxes. It's always a hitter of some kind. So yeah. Anywho, that's the multi-event thing going on right now. And like I said, you need to hit all 6 tiers. Now, sometimes during the multi-events, they tend to have them be 500 million points you need, but the game was nice enough, and they are just having it be 25 million instead of 500 million. Because if it was 500 million, we would only be at tier 5 instead of tier 6 as well. So I'm glad they are nice enough to just keep it there. And no, I checked just to make sure they haven't changed it by accident or anything. No, it's staying the same. But sometimes they will have like other multi-events where it's like you need to get 500 million like during certain days. They will actually have that. So please be aware, if you see one that's 500 million, you're going to need to score more points to do that. So if you're wondering why there's a green exclamation mark, it's because I haven't fully done those games yet. Pick them. Not all of them, but some of them you can get gold for. Like this, you get 2 Prime XP boxes, penance, franchise coins, and these special things. And then the results are really what matter. Unfortunately, I've gotten quite a lot more wrong than right for the pick'ems results. But again, it's just like a baseball trivia game. It's like a baseball quiz thing to get like free reward. And speaking of rewards, sometimes when you click bonus games, it'll tell you like match all the same or different images, and it's like you could get like 5 or maybe up to 20 gold or like some amount of cash or whatever. Or even when you do bonus games, you can get 20 gold or 2 to like 3,000 blue cash as well. So yeah, just wanted to let people know that too. If you're wondering why this is the name of the multi-event, it's because that's the special new Prime player they just put in here as of today. So yeah. Now double time CVC means that if you click in the CVC, it'll go over all the players that are useful in the game for this club event. For the club versus club event happening right now. Now, you click on the deals thing, it's going to take you to the deals or specials tab, and that's actually a pretty good deal. 1,000 gold would not even be $5 in this game. 2,000 for 10, and then it's like this thing. Someone's wondering, what in the world is this bundle thing supposed to mean? It means you get those 13 player boxes along with that gold and those amount of helmets. Now you're probably wondering what helmets and gloves and these other things are used for. Well, if you go to clubs, go to shop, for level up actually. I have 15,000, and the things you need for buying club loyalty boxes are helmets, the baseball balls for it's pretty much similar to an actual baseball for that matter. So yeah, it's helmets, baseball thing, and gloves is what you use. And then if you go to shop, yeah. I'm sorry if I said an not appropriate word. I meant to say baseball. So you go to club loyalty boxes, and normally there's going to be more when it's 6 p.m., like 3,000 club loyalty points. Well, use your club loyalty, which is what this is. They have one for 3,000 and then another for 8,000, but since they don't, I'm going to show you what it does. And look, I got cash. That's actually a good price. You always want to get cash from these. More often than not, I got franchise coins. Now, franchise coins are helpful if you want to put franchise players on your team, and what that is basically you go here, and then you're wondering why are not all franchise players using franchise coins? Some players will use Evo tokens, ice wraps, or energy drinks or cash for franchise players. Don't ask me where they got that idea from. So more often than not, you want to look at them and figure out which one has the best hit power and speed, or more per se, just speed. This one happens to have the best speed because it's a franchise prime. So yeah. Anyways, gone to team. Oh, and also, when you go to your team, if you have a special player, you're probably wondering, why is there this weird picture of like a pitcher as a shadow and like this baseball with a number 1 next to it? That means first pitch. That means versus left or right-handed pitchers, by the way, for the player skills. And also, some pitchers will have them too. So yeah. Anyways, you're also going to make a legend player in this game. That comes with an X Factor once you're like platinum or diamond level in this game. I believe it's platinum level something. They get their second skill and the X Factor. However, you gotta come up with a creative name for it. Mine just happens to be a player who just previously joined one of my favorite MLB teams right now. So yeah. Now if you're wondering, when you click these that's like more info about like what players are useful for the club versus club events and the multi-event. Go to compete and you'll see all of these options here: walk-off hero, home run battles, payoff pitch, prime game, and extra bases. Extra bases can give you a chance for player boxes, which sadly I forgot to compete in, unfortunately, so yeah. But if you go here for rank rewards, this is what you could have gotten, and if you're first place, you get a San Diego Padres Rising Stars pitcher, Ryan Weathers, who's 340, which is actually really good. He would have made my team if I had gotten probably in the top 3 players, if I'm lucky enough to, which I doubt I ever will. There are some times it's like you start an extra bases event, you stay in the top like 1 to 10 players, and then it's like a few hours later, you're down to like, 500 to the top 10,000 somehow, it feels like. Which more often than not will happen unless you have a lot of blue endgame cash and you get a lot of high round scores by upgrading your players as much as you can. So yeah. Anyways, another thing is draft picks. So this one's 1,500 gold because it's 5. This is 300, which is why you might be wondering, well, why are these other draft picks not showing up as multi-ones? Only this one, and sometimes this one will show up as multi-ones, but more often than not, it's just going to be this one for the multi-draft pick. Number 1 pick multi-draft, so it's basically saying guaranteed 1 4.5 star better player, meaning that you have a chance for 3 to 5 star players. Same for this, same for that. This is 2 to 4, that's 1 to 3. So yeah. Anyways, that pretty much sums up a lot of this game. All-Stars is another way of getting like draft picks and gold and leveling up perks and whatnot. Another thing people are possibly confused about is Field Pass. Because it's like, these are player boxes, but they're not in the specials tabs, which is where you would find deals and whatnot for. No, that's actually true, believe it or not. This is not in specials or mystery boxes or the boost tabs where you can get more bonus games and etc. In fact, let's go there. Yeah, you can get franchise coins, bonus game, ice wrap, energy drink there, and ice wrap means you can start the game with your best pitcher. Energy drink means that when you feel like your pitcher's getting tired, you give them an energy drink, and then their stats go back to the stats at the start of the game. Like if you have a 199 pitcher, their stats for like arm control and stuff for their 199 rating will stay the same if you use an energy drink. If you don't, then they get tired, then their stats will go down for that, which is, bound to happen during most bonus, or during all the game modes except for the home run ones for home run battles or walk-off hero. So yeah. Then there's this investments thing. You do this ballpark thing. If it's at level 10, you get 480 gold free every day, apparently. And it says you get a one-time bonus of 400 bonus gold anyway. So yeah. Now there's the fan rewards, and that means you have to spend 20,000 gold to get a possibility of 25,000 prime XP. So yeah. That pretty much covers up this game. Now you're probably wondering, what in the world does this have to do with the game? If you somehow happen to have two devices and you're playing the game on there, but you have two different names for it, or like two different logins, the game will let you log in just as long as you make sure you are not using the same login account. Like if you have one for Gmail and one for Apple, they will let you do that. But if you have two of the same, the game's not going to let you do that, unfortunately. So yeah, I hope that clears out a few things. Another thing I forgot to mention is you go to Team. There's a thing called upgrades. Yes, these are useful. In fact, I might as well show you what it does. That means base coach means since it's now at 15 out of 80, it upgrades steals and taking extra bases. Hitting coach is get on base more often. Trainer is offensive power. Then there's stuff for like pitching and outfielding, and then there's the penance one. So yeah, I actually need to do penance there. So yeah, that pretty much covers up a majority of this game. Please let me know what you think of this review of the overall thing of this game. If anyone wants me to do a video where I'm doing like a Prime game or something, or like any of the special games under the Compete tab, which is going to be at the bottom right here, where the other item buttons you can press are Store, Team, Games, and Clubs. You can't go to Clubs right away until you're like near Silver level 1, actually. I think you have to be like Bronze level like 3 to 5 just to unlock Clubs or something like that. I think it's like Bronze level 4 to 6 actually to unlock Clubs. And then when you unlock Clubs, you search for Clubs, join a club, do club events, like the ones I showed you for the 6 tiers thing. And then there's club versus club events, which is really useful too, because it's like, hey, I want to get player boxes. Well, you can. And if your club is lucky enough to get first place, everyone will get those rewards. But for these events here, MPV rewards, you get these rewards here if you're like first place for all points scored out of every single club. Rank rewards, if you're first place for that, you get all of these things here, actually, by the way. So yeah. Anyways, that's gonna do it, and I'll see you in my next MLB TSB 21 video about my iPad or phone team, probably my phone team, because I got some new players in that game too, just about now. Bye.